CBR here, and today we're going to go ahead and do some neochrome vinyl to my 05 cbr600, better known as Dragon Eyes. I always thought that this model CBR looks a little bit like Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, so now we're going to make it look a little more like Toothless. So to start out with, it's a little tight around these headlights, so what we're going to do is we're going to take off this upper fairing and go ahead and do the tint on the bench. So I'll get started on that. Take it over to the bench and get to work on getting the headlights out. Okay, so to get the lights out, we're going to have to remove these screws. There's an extra screw just under the tip over sensor right here. Make sure you don't forget that one. I've got an HID, so I have a little extra wiring than most people. We'll start by getting that all out of the way. So once you have all of those 5 screws out, you're just going to go ahead and slide the headlight assembly out. It should come out as one unit with the wiring harness attached. Our next step is going to be to properly clean these headlights. That way there's nothing underneath the film when we apply it. Start with some Windex. And then the next step is to go ahead and get some denatured alcohol. I don't actually have any denatured alcohol to clean these, so I'm just going to really get them with the Windex. I definitely recommend using alcohol to completely clean off these headlights or anything that you go ahead and put vinyl on, because it'll give you a better clean than just the Windex, but this is all I got. I have plenty of excess tint too, so if it turns out horrible, I'll just redo it. Next, you need a spray bottle, your window tint, headlight tint, smoke, whatever you're using. You need to fill this bottle up with water and grab a squeegee. Alright, I lost my squeegee, so I made one out of an old phone case. Thank you, LifeProof. And you're also going to want a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, a regular hairdryer works. I'll just set my heat gun to one of the lower settings. And now we'll take our tint, kind of cut a rough size out, and then go ahead and get started. You want to go ahead and wet down your headlight. And then the tint itself. Start by applying the film at the middle and work your way out towards the edge. And there's a protective coating on here that you want to take off. you can tell, for the corners, I just kind of left a little bit of extra vinyl, folded it over, and then used the heat gun to shrink it. And here is the end result. I'll definitely get some video once I get the other side done. The opposite side is the same exact process. You just go ahead and lay your vinyl down, work out all the bubbles from the inside out, and shrink the edges around to conform to the light. I'll make sure I get the other side a little bit smoother. I do have one little blemish in here, but that should come out over time. So I'll go ahead and get the other side done. Alright guys, here it is. Finished set of neochrome headlights. I was going to go ahead and do a little bit of vinyl on this third eye up here, but it's got screw holes in it, so for the sake of that, I'm just going to leave the vinyl off. It probably wouldn't look very good, and it would most likely peel from around those holes. So now we go ahead and get the headlights back into the upper fairing, put the upper fairing on the bike, and we are done. If you paid attention earlier, you could see the technique around the corners was kind of go big and use that heat gun to stretch everything around, and it should stay fairly nicely. Definitely have a lot of patience with these. If you've never done vinyl before on headlights or taillights, because the vinyl is thin and it's easy to just blow a hole through it, especially using a heat gun. My headlights weren't really perfect to begin with, so there's some blemishes and stuff like that, but I think the overall look turned out the way that I wanted it to, and I'm pretty pleased. Let's get these back on the bike. That about wraps it up for today's video. Got my vinyl installed on the CBR over here, and in my opinion it looks pretty good. Be sure to check out the other videos on YouTube. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and some videos of riding and generally messing around on the bike out here in beautiful Pennsylvania. Hit up Dystar MX down in the description below for clothing that you can wear when you're out riding, bike night, things like that. And be sure to check me out on Instagram at AmishCBR to see all the pictures and different things that I post on there. This has been a how-to by AmishCBR, and I'm out.